All right, Shalom. For the first, I'm going to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash Bakatam. Give honor to the apostle, elder, great millstone, and to our document across the globe. Pushing the word of truth and sincerity, I want to say Shalom. So I died now from the great millstone camp of Chicago. Brief little TikTok video. Just scrolling through, and I came across this. I'm going to let you listen to it.
And what's your full name?
David Adam Payton.
David Adam Payton. How far did you go to school?
I got my GED.
What's the last job you had?
Mechanic, I think.
Mechanic. 10. You're charged with murder. You understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that murder carries a minimum sentence of 30 years and up to life.
Yes, sir.
I ask you again, how do you wish to plead, guilty or not guilty to
Guilty.
murder?
My brother was, as the solicitor gave me the review of what was going on in the case, he said, supposedly he said, I killed him because he came to the woods with me. And why would somebody want to talk to me looking like this? But my brother was the type of person who had no strings with nobody. Like, everybody treated fairly with him. His only weakness was that he drunk. And when he started to drink, he started to trust people too much. But besides that, he was a good guy. Like, and I hope that you give him all he can get. Like, just let him suffer. And I'm just coming from behind an SCDC, and he gonna suffer back there. And I just hope he knows he gonna suffer back there.
Let me talk.
All right, so, from the looks of it, like this guy might be some type of white supremacist. And the victim was so-called Jake. And, you hear Esau saying, why would he go into the woods with somebody that looked like me? And it's just the truth, man. Sometimes you got to have your goddamn, because your spidey senses on 10, man. Especially around these damn Edomites, man. Jake, too. All right? Well, the point being is that the victim's brother said that he trusts people. Well, scripture talk about never trust your enemy, man. And this is why we're supposed to teach our kids who our enemies are. We're supposed to bring up our children where they should go, so when they get older, they won't fall into these damn traps and snares that are laid by Satan's minions, man. Okay? So I'm gonna get a couple of precepts. I'm gonna go that's edifying. Let's get Sirach 9:13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. If thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. And I brought that out because we know that Esau is a murderer, man. All right, you don't go anywhere with this damn dude by yourself. All right, they had a video some years ago where these Israelites, and what appeared to be some Edomites, they went into the woods and with some other Edomites, and the Edomites that were in the woods tried to hang and kill Jake, man. All right. I was in the Boy Scouts, and I was on baseball teams back in the early '80s, mid '90s. All right, and we used to go on these little camping trips, Boy Scouts and stuff. There's a couple black kids, so-called black kids sprinkled among the jamborees, and a couple of the scout packs or whatever, the den troops or whatever. And, I was still leery about going with them, man. My parents taught me to beware of them, man. All right? But not to be so scared or petrified that I couldn't enjoy myself as being a kid, but always to stand up for myself, man, and, that was something that was instilled in me as a child. All right? But but you hear these kids get lured in and abducted, and you hear about these people who are in the midst of these Edomites, and they're drinking and, the so-called partying with them, and not knowing the deep hatred that they have for you, and they're waiting for the right opportunity for you to slip up so they can take away your life, man. All right? You gotta understand that Satan is a wrong line of walking around seeking whom he may devour. All right? And Satan has his little cohorts, man. All right? And that's just what it is. There's, Sirach 12 and 10, it says, never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy, for like an iron wrestler, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether been wiped away. Alright? You never trust these goddamn Edomites, man. You never trust these other nations, man. Alright, if you're not in the truth, alright, you're an enemy. I go from all fucking family members. Alright, your boss at work you've been working for 20 years for. Alright, your next door neighbor who's been your neighbor since you was a kid. Alright. Ultimately, you definitely don't trust no damn Edomite, man. Okay? Cause he's gonna in fact, with his dainties, the seafood meats. Oh, why do I always do this, man? Let me see. Seafood meats. It says, Proverbs 23 and 1, it says, when thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee. Put thy knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given appetite. All right, and you heard the victim's brother say that his only weakness was that he drunk. Well, you know, through scapulation, and I wasn't there, but you can safely assume that they were out drinking together, man. All right, probably, you know, getting drunk with some Coors Light. All right, some Bud Light or something. All right, and as he was drinking more and more, the victim let his guard down, man. All right. So be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat, man. All right, and to him the dainties was drinking the beer. All right, not knowing that his life was getting ready to be taken away. So, I think it's an apocrypha. Right, this is Sirach 8. And 16 says, strive not with an angry man. Sorry, 16. That's like a 15. It says, travel not with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly, man. All right, it's talking about anybody, man. All right, but specifically, it's good to be talking to us, Israelites, the Native Americans, Latinos, and the so-called Negroes. All right, but also anybody, man, who seems to be brash. Now, this guy had face tattoos and shaved head. I don't know if he had a shaved head at the time or whatever, but the dude that didn't look right, man. All right, anybody in your right fucking mind, especially a so-called black guy, all right, shouldn't even consider about going anywhere with anybody who look like that, whether it be black or white, man. Okay? And what happened? Through your ignorance, through your lust, through your desires of wanting to drink, you lost your life. To strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place. For blood is as nothing in his sight, and where there is no help, he will overthrow thee, man. All right, you don't go into the goddamn woods with no damn Edomite looking like SWP, which is Supreme White Power. All right, we had those when I was, yeah, just know I know about them, man. All right, and to hear that guy and look at his face, just the look of pride, man.
You just a little bit, but hey, how old are you?
Look at him, man. Pride was just, I plead guilty. Then he had the nerve to say that why would he go in the woods with somebody looking like me, man? And he's absolutely fucking right, man. That dude played right into his hand, man. And guess what? He lost his life for it. Never trust our enemy, man. All right? And with that, I'm going to say shalom.